Hello and welcome to this screencast. I'm going to walk you through the process of contributing a news item to the HiER site. So the first thing that you want to make sure before contributing a news item is that you're logged in here, which you can just confirm by looking in your login bar here. And the next thing you'll do is go to Contribute. And under Create Content, you will select News. And for this example, I've just chosen this item. So say I've been browsing the web and I see this and I think, this should really be, people at the HiER site should really be alerted to this information. So I would go ahead and copy this title, or you can just type it in. I'm just highlighting that with my mouse and using a Command-C on the Mac or a Control-C on a PC to copy that, and then Command-V or a Control-V on a PC to paste that. And then you also have the option, of course, of uploading an associated image with it. So let's just see here. I'm just going to take a little screen capture of this here to create an image for us, so we have something so I can demonstrate to you how you would upload an associated image. So I'm just going to browse my desktop and find that new screenshot that I just got. Okay, so I'm uploading this picture, and there it is. But I mean, you would probably only upload an image if it were really quite relevant to the news story. But I'm just uploading this to demonstrate to you how the image sort of upload feature works. So I browsed it through that file browser to the image that I just created on my desktop and loaded that. And then this image crop dialog shows up, and this is kind of cool. You can just use it to highlight any part of whatever image it is that you just uploaded, but it will always constrain it to the format that we require for this item, so that it always ends up nice and uniform on our site here. So I'm going to say, I'm just going to crop this little area here. And, oops, sorry, that menu just keeps popping up because I have a very sensitive trackpad here. And you can get a little preview, actually, of what you're highlighting there, as you can see as you move this cropping area around. It's very intuitive. You can grab these handles at the edge and size it, and just zoom in on any particular portion of the image. So, like I said, I think we'll just do this here. And that's our image. And now it says to, this field, is optional here. You can put any relevant author information. I'm not sure that we really have any here, so I'm just going to leave that out. And now the description. So this would be a sort of brief description of what this is. So I'm just going to copy, again, like just highlight with my mouse, and then Command-C. Just and a Command-V to paste. Just some of the information there. And then we have this link to the full story. So if you, just sort of, you can copy and paste or just write up a little summary of your own about what the news item is from your perspective. Preferably you would do that, in fact. And then go back to the site of the news story, wherever the story is being hosted, and you would highlight in the location bar here, and then Command-C, to get that link, and then Command V to paste that link. And so that's actually a Control C or a Control V on a PC to copy and paste those links. And you may not have this, though. It's quite possible that if you have another news story, it could just be a little announcement that you want to make, and it's not located anywhere else or has any other sort of external information associated with it. You can use this just to make your own announcements too. This is also a rich text editor, so you can do all kinds of, rich text editing things here. Like say I want to highlight this and make it bold, or, anyway. So there we go, and we just want to make sure that we've selected the right language here. So we're authoring this in English at the moment. Everything looking good. We've got our title, we've got a little image associated with our news item, we didn't really have any author information associated with it. We entered our description, we have a link to the full story, and so now we'll save that. And here we go. You can see that the news and then our title here has been created. There's that menu popping up again. Sorry about that. And you can see here that we've got, our little image here, and the news story description, as much of it as we provided, and then a link to the full story. And that will link us back to this page here. Now, a few things to note here. This item here is, as you can see, sort of got a pink background, and that is to cue you to the fact that this news item or story hasn't been published anywhere on the site yet. What happens when you contribute any content through the HiER site is that it goes into an approval queue, and the site editor reviews everything in that queue and will publish it if they deem it appropriate for the site. And if it's deemed appropriate, what will happen is you will find it. I'm just going to open the home page in a new tab here. You will find it appear here under News, the news feed. Your item will show up here. Like for example, if we click through this one, we can see that here's a news item. That was contributed by somebody else and then published. And it appears on the home page now, as will yours once it is published. So when we submitted this, we noticed that we get this nice little confirmation page with a little bit of preview of how this is going to look. And something else to notice here is that up until the time that your contribution, your news item, is submitted before it's published, you can edit it. And you see this Edit tab here. If you click through that, you will be presented with the full form again. And you can make any changes you want here. You can edit the description, you can add authors if you suddenly find out that there was an actual author that should have been included in this description. And another thing to notice, going back to our view here, is there's also a Translate tab. So if you would like to, you can add a translation here. We had entered this item in English, so it won't show up on the French version of the site. So if you want the French members of the HiER to see it on the French version of the site, you would provide a French translation here in the description, and a link to perhaps the French version of the story, or, at any rate, just format this, again, the title too, in French, just format it appropriately for French audience, and then you could see here the language by default is French, and then you would just save. I'm not going to do that here, but let's go back, and here was our little preview page, and we were able to edit and translate, and that's very nice. But what happens if you, I don't know, go away from the HiER site and go browse the rest of the web, or just click around here looking at other things, and then you think, oh, I would really like to edit my news item. You know, you suddenly realize maybe there was some deadline information or something else in that story that you'd left out. How do you get back to it? Because it's not published, so it's, oops, there's that menu popping up again. It's not in the news feed, and you know, so, and it's not going to show up under resources news, which is where all the news stories that are published ultimately show up in a full listing here. So where is it gone? So the answer is, as with any contributions that you make to the site, if you go to your account, and here's a My Account link always in the login bar there on the home page, and alternately in any of these sort of menu pages you have a sidebar, and you'll notice that there's a My Account link there too that takes you to your account. And this is My Account page. And you'll see that I have unpublished contributions here. And if I click through there, you'll see that my new news story here, CFP Diverse Spaces, Examining Identity, Community, and Citizenship Within Canadian Public Culture, is showing up here. And if I were to click through that, there I am again. I can now edit, and I can translate if I like. And in editing, I can come down here, as I mentioned, and change anything, or if I decide I want to retract my submission, I can even delete it right here. But if I make changes, I save them here. And, oh, there's the menu, always with us. And then if I had changed my mind and I wanted to add a translation, I can add a translation. So that's really all there is to it. It's very, very simple, hopefully quite intuitive to you, and I hope that this video has been useful in explaining how that works, and how the whole process works. If you have any questions or you need to contact us for any reason, you can reach us in the About Contact section here of the site and send us a message. Thanks for listening.